Hello everybody, welcome to the lesson, enjoy it. And in this section you can see family members of polygons, so we can arrange into groups such as triangles and quadrilaterals. So we can divide triangles into three parts such as isosceles, equilateral, scalene. For quadrilaterals there are another three titles: parallelogram, trapezoid and the kite. So we can separate parallelograms such as rectangle, square, rhombus. For trapezoids, under we have two titles, isosceles and the right, and the last type of quadrilateral is a kite, so it is has two pairs of consecutive congruent sides. I'm planning to speak a bit faster and more summarized because I would like to keep my videos under 10 minutes. I got many proposals through my dear students and I respect their ideas. By the way, thank you my all subscribers to support me. Anyway, we can start with the definition of the quadrilaterals. If a polygon has four sides, then it is called a quadrilateral. The sum of the measures of the interior angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Exterior angles are 360 degrees. Look at the first theorem, and here is given AK and BK are the bisectors of angles A and B respectively. The measure of angle AKB is equal to the measure of angle C plus the measure of angle D over 2. Here for the second, AK is any interior point, so the measure of angle AKP is equal to the absolute value of angle, the measure of angle D minus the measure of angle B over 2. For the next theorem, if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are orthogonal to each other, I mean that AC is perpendicular BD, so we say the sum of the square of the lengths of opposite sides are equal. So A square plus C square is equal to B square plus D square. In this part, there are three different theorems. In Theorem for E and F, midpoints of diagonals AC and BD respectively. So AC squared plus BD squared plus 4 times EF squared is equal to A squared plus B squared plus C squared plus D squared. For Theorem 5, we can find the area of quadrilateral ABCD. To find this, we will take product of diagonals. AC is E, BD is F. So the area will be 1 over 2 times E times F times sine alpha. Sine alpha is the measure of angle AKD. For Theorem 6, when we take product of S1 and S3, by the way, it's the areas. S1 times S3 is going to be the product of area S2 and S4. And in this section, let me introduce you to first member of quadrilaterals. And definition says a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel, such as AB is parallel CD and AD is parallel BC, is called parallelogram. And we have some properties about this. Look at the first one. Triangle ABC is congruent triangle CDA, and opposite angles are congruent, such as the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle C, the measure of angle B is equal to the measure of angle D. And the opposite sides are equal. Side AB is equal to side D, and side AD is equal to side BC. And consecutive angles are supplementary. Remember, the sum of supplementary angles are 180, complementary 90 degrees. So the measure of angle A and the measure of angle B, they are consecutive. So supplementary 180. The sum of the measure of angle B and the measure of angle C, the measure of angle C and the measure of angle D, and the last, the measure of angle D plus the measure of angle A will be 180 degrees. And the last property says, let me take a breath. So O is a midpoint of diagonals, and at the same time O is intersection point of diagonals. So in this case we say the length of OA is equal to the length of OC, and the length of OD is equal to the length of OB. And in this part, after properties, I would like to give you some special theorems about parallelogram. So here is O intersection point of diagonals such as KM and LN, and OK and OM is F over 2, the length of ON and OL is E over 2. So we say that the sum of square of the diagonals, E squared plus F squared, is equal to 2 times A squared plus B squared. For Theorem 2, A, K, T, S, they are collinear, and B, K, D also collinear. Remember, what is the meaning of the collinear? They are on the same line. So the square of the length of AK is equal to the length of KT times KS. For Theorem 3, we can find area of parallelogram. So here is to find it A times AH over 2, B times HB over 2, or A times B times the measure of sine alpha. To find perimeter of parallelogram, all you need to do is take the sum of all sides a plus a, 2a, b plus b, 2b. 2 is a common factor, 2 times a plus b. Here we have the last three theorems, such as the area of PAD plus the area of PBC is equal to the area of PAB plus the area of triangle PCD is equal to the half of the whole area. I mean that the area of ABCD over 2. For theorem 5 we have some cases. If we will have DE intersect or divide side AB in two equal parts and DF divide side BC in two equal parts, and also the line segment DE and DF intersect diagonal AC at point K and L respectively, we say AK is equal to KL is equal to LC. In Theorem 6, very special areas here by me. The areas are equal here and divided into 4 equal parts. The whole areas are equal, and in this case we have here is 2 equal parts, so the area is 2s, s, 2s and 3s, and here is 2s, 2s, 2s because the sides are equal. Remember, AK is equal to KL is equal to LC, and this triangles have a common height, so the areas will be automatically equal. And here the below we have S for S and S. And here second member of quadrilaterals is rectangle. We can finish it with definition, property and 2 theorems. Sounds good, I like it. Okay, for the definition, a parallelogram with 4 right angles is called rectangle. So we can look at the property directly because it's related to definition. It says the measure of angle A, the measure of angle B, C and D. These angles are right angles, which means 90 degrees. And the second property says the length of the diagonals of a rectangle are equal. OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. So we can say the opposite angles are also equal, like parallelogram. For theorem 1 is P is any interior point inside in rectangle. So the square of PA plus the square of PC is equal to the square of PB plus the length of square PD. For theorem 2 we can find area and the perimeter. The area of rectangle is, we will take product of the base and the height, such as A and B, and the perimeter will be 2 times A plus B. Okay, the last member of this video is square. A rectangle with all sides congruent is called a square, and we can see the properties. All sides are congruent. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, and its diagonals are congruent, such as AC is equal to BD. Its diagonals are perpendicular and bisect each other. OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. And the last property, its diagonals divide the square into 4 congruent isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle AO is equal to OB, the first isosceles. OB is equal to OC, the second isosceles. Triangle OCD and the triangle ODA. For theorem 1, to find area of square, we will take product of base and height, but all sides are equal, so automatically we will take product of A and A. It's going to be A square. For perimeter of ABCD, take the sum of all sides, which is going to be 4 times A. Thank you for watching and see you on the next videos. Bye bye.